Hello folks, welcome to week 3 of online teaching and learning at LaSalle. This week we're focusing on backward design. Now the ideas behind backward design are to begin with your programmatic outcomes, know what they are, and to derive from those your course outcomes. Now course outcomes are not intended to be too specific nor too general. If they're too general, they don't tell anybody anything at all. They could apply to any course. If they're too specific, well, then they tell the exact assignment that someone needs to do. The course outcomes ideally should identify the skills and content students should learn within the course. It is the knowledge that you know they need to leave your course with. 10 years later, 20 years later, what do they need to have learned? What do they need to have remembered? Those are the content and skills you identify in your syllabus. That's where backward design begins. Then you develop assessment. Only after you know those outcomes. Your assessment proves and provides evidence for them having met those outcomes. And then, after you develop those assessments, only then do you consider activities, resources, and readings. This is described as backward design because this is a bit outside the experience of some instructors. They're often thinking, how can I have an engaging lesson? How can I have an engaging activity? They're thinking from the activity first. Now this can often lead to a lot of great individual activities, but it often leads to a lot of pieces, parts, and the overall course doesn't become cohesive because it's not syncing up with the outcomes. It's not aligning with them. So that's going to be the focus of this week, how you can start from the outcomes to help align overall your course. So this week we're going to talk about aligning instruction with backward design and using measurable verbs with Bloom's taxonomy to help develop those outcomes. We're also going to talk about learning objectives for modules. You'll develop one for your sample module in this course, and you'll try and revise those objectives to best align your instruction. And you're also going to begin identifying some possible assessments that you're going to start developing in later weeks of this course. Readings and activities. This week we have a check-in conference. We want you to sign up for a check-in conference of about 30 minutes to talk with us online using the Canvas conference tool. The details are available in the module, but essentially it gives you an opportunity to check in with us, talk about issues that you're having with the course and any questions that you have. There's also going to be a minor case study in backward design showing what happens when you don't align instruction, a chapter from the Linder text, and a handout on measurable verbs. And we're going to ask you to apply those to a worksheet which will then be uploaded to the discussion forum, which you will discuss with your peers. That's the focus of the week for week 3. If you have any questions, please email us at tlc@lasalle.edu and we'll get in touch as soon as possible. See you online.